Hello everyone, welcome to just a little fun video that I decided to put together. Now anyone who watches GTA Tidge's GT Sports streams of the FIA Championships will know that the Group 4 Audi is a bone of contention for them. It's a FF car, so it's front wheel drive with the front engine, and so it burns out the tyres very quickly and also understeers horrendously, and simply is just not competitive at some tracks. So it got me thinking, is there an easy solution to the problem? Could PD implement something very quickly to sort of give Audi a new Group 4 car? And it turns out, well, the Audi R8 4.207 R8 road car may well just be a solution, because it turns out with a few changes it becomes quite an effective race car, and is quite similar in characteristics, lap time and speeds to a Group 4 car. So we'll just take a look at what we did to the car. So first off, you've got to reduce the power to 92%, and we reduced the weight right down to the minimum of 85. Now I wanted the car to obviously reflect horsepower wise and weight wise a normal Group 4 car. So I looked at a few other Group 4 cars, and that's why I put the camber up to 3. I reduced the ride height down to the minimum, didn't touch the LSD, of course put in a racing gearbox, and I reduced the top speed from about 190 down to 168. Okay, so that's the setup. Let's take a look at how our race modified Group 4 R8 handles round the track. Now the track chosen here is Lake Maggiore East Layout. I chose this because there was a recent FIA race here in Group 4 cars, so I had an idea of what kind of lap times we'd be looking to achieve. My best lap in qualifying was a 124.7 in the Group 4 Citroen, and my lap times in the race mid to low 125. So that was a sort of a target lap time we were looking for. However, the big difference between this car and any Group 4 cars is aerodynamics. Unfortunately, in Gran Turismo Sport we weren't able to add any kind of aerodynamics, rear wings or front spoilers. So the lap time I was looking to try and achieve was more in the sort of low to mid 126s. My thinking being that if PD were to maybe use this car, they would be able to modify it, put some aerodynamics on it, and the addition of those aerodynamics would be at least worth a second and a half, and would take our car down into the range where we need it to be. So as you can see, we come across the line here to complete our first lap. And it's actually, the car handles really well. You have to brake it just a little bit early than a normal Group 4 car, but again, if we were to have aerodynamics, that would probably sort that out. And another thing I was looking to achieve while doing this is that I wanted the car to achieve the lap time in the same sort of way as a Group 4 car. So I didn't want it to be 10 miles an hour faster than its class down the straights to make up for the lap time. I wanted it to have similar kind of top end and similar kind of apex speeds to a selection of Group 4 cars. So I did do some testing. I tested in the Mustang, I tested the 458 Italia, and in this section coming here, before we get to the tight hairpin, they were both achieving, I think the Mustang was 134, the Italia maybe 133, so our car actually, I think we got up to about 136, but again, you've got to remember, if we had the addition of aerodynamics, a rear wing, that would bring a lot of drag to the car, so it would probably bring the top speed, or the top end, down to a similar kind of number as some of the Group 4 cars in the game. So So we come across the line to complete our first flying lap, and we're right on target at 126.3. Remember, I said I was looking for low to mid 126s. My thinking being that the aerodynamics would be good enough to sort of bring that other second into play to take it to Group 4 territory. And as I said, it's a really nice car. It's actually a 4-wheel drive car, so there's loads of grip. You can float out the corners like you can with the Group 4 race cars. So it's just been a little interesting project, just something I was just having watched a couple of Tiddy's streams and seen his despair at the Audi TT and how it handled. He had a pretty torrid time at this track in his FIA races. I just thought, well, maybe there's a solution to the problem out there. Maybe it's something that somebody with a bit more influence than myself could suggest to PD, and they could introduce some new cars to the race class, just using existing road cars in the game with a few tweaks and adjustments. And as you can see, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this, maybe about 20 minutes set up, and quite quickly got the car into the range it needed to be in. So I was quite pleased with my efforts, I have to say. Yeah, across the line again, that's a 26.5, so again, right on target. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. There's a few laps to play out. I'm not really got a lot more to say, but yeah, I think there's a solution to the Audi Group 4 problem. I think there's a solution in game, and I think it's something PD could quickly address. I can't imagine it would take a whole lot of work to make up an R8 Group 4 car using one of the existing models with just a few tweaks. So as I said, I'm just going to leave this one to play out till the end. It's a 5-lap race, so there's only really a lap and a half to go. We'll get to see what our best optimal time was. I think it's a 126.0, so I've ruined that for you, but there we go. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again, and goodbye.